Buongiorno, everybody. Today I'm making a quick lunch because we got a bunch of things going on. We are making some pasta. I've got my water almost to a boil. Probably if I put a lid on, it'll boil a little faster because I might need it. And let me put a little, I didn't put any salt in there yet. Always want to put a good heaping tablespoon of salt in your water if you're cooking your basic standard size for a couple of people, for a pound of pasta. So anyway, so I have some nice broccoli rabe here. So anyway, I've already washed it, picked off the couple of little yellow leaves, and I'm gonna lay that right there. So basically what I do when I'm doing my broccoli rabe, now, a lot of people do a couple different things. One, they'll leave the stems on and then they're tough and you can't chew them. Or they take all just the leaves off and then you're missing the stems. There's a real beauty in the stems if you do them right. So I'm gonna show you. I probably showed you before, but I'm gonna show you again because you know what? Just like my grandmother used to show me things over and over and over. At least now I remember them. All right, so I am gonna cut the ends off because they're all little. They were nice and fresh when I got them. When they're nice and fresh, the ends will be firm and solid. But when they start to sit a couple days, like these did, because I brought them back from New Jersey this weekend, the ends start to kind of spread apart. There was one that was real, there you go. There's one that was real spread. I don't know if you can see it, but anyway, it spreads out like a flower because the bottoms, I guess, are seeking water or something. So anyway, I am gonna keep my stems. I'm just gonna cut them all into like, a couple inch. It is nice when sometimes you have those nice long pretty, but not when you're having a dish of pasta. You can't have too big of a piece. You want these stems to be a little smaller. So anyway, we are gonna start with some extra virgin olive oil. I'm gonna cook this on low. You only use extra virgin when you're cooking on low. This thing is almost done, so let's see if I have enough. Just enough, but we're gonna have to let it All right, so first thing we're gonna do before we put the broccoli, now the broccoli rabe is nice and wet. You can see it's all glistening because I just washed it. Now I'm gonna take 2 nice cloves of garlic. Actually, I think it's 3. This is 2 of them stuck together. Take the little root end off because that's always hard and nubby, and it keeps all the stuff sticking to this. Oh, looky, looky. The pasta water is boiling. So I'm just rough chopping the garlic. Okay. And I'm gonna put it here in my, okay. My water's boiling. So let's take that off. I'm gonna put this oil on low. I'm gonna put my pasta in the water. Well, actually, I'm gonna wait just a minute because I don't want to get too ahead of myself. I'm gonna turn that down. That was nice and hot. All right. One of the things we're gonna do first, I have this big, beautiful thing of pancetta. Yes, I get these giant ones. Not everybody's gonna be able to get these. When you get big things, it is worth it because the price is lots better. And when you do that, now that I'm cutting this open today, I'm going to take the rest of this and cut it into smaller portions and put them in freezer bags and put them in the freezer so that they are ready in portions. So this is a good inch. And I'm going to just take this and cut it up into pieces. Oh, this is so good. So you can cut them in, I'm gonna cut these in little chunks because I kind of like a bigger piece. Woo! All right, those are in there. So we're gonna get these back on here because I didn't want to burn my garlic. So I'm gonna get these cooking up. Nice, they're gonna make a little bit more flavor because the fat that's on the pancetta is going to cook down and render and just add more flavor to the broccoli rabe. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and put the pasta in the water. Woo! There we go. Today I'm using the farfalle, which is the, I don't know why they couldn't call them butterflies in English. Farfalle means butterfly, which is what they look like. And they do also look like bow ties, but they call them bow ties in English and farfalle in Italian. I'm like, come on, just call them farfalle and butterflies. I don't know what you call a bow tie in Italian. Somebody has to look that up for me. Okay, so I did a dumb thing here. Just so you all know, I do dumb things sometimes. I wasn't thinking right. And I put, I really should have put the pancetta in first and then the garlic. So you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna do this. Since my garlic is beautiful and golden at the moment, I'm gonna pop it out. Because I stupidly, the pancetta is cooking nice, getting crispy. But I'm gonna take this garlic out before it burns. All right, so those are cooking and they're gonna continue to cook. But I got all the sides, brown, so now I'm gonna put the broccoli rabe in. Boom! Woo! I love it. I love that sound. It's sound of happiness. I'm pushing all the stems to the bottom because I want them to be closest to the heat. Okay, look at how it already has shrunk down. So now what I'm going to do is, dropping leaves. There we go. So I'm going to let this cook down. I've got all the stems on the bottom. I've already kind of gotten these all tossed in the oil because you definitely want to do that. It's on a medium. It's not on high. I had it on high just for a minute to get it warmed up, and then I turned it down to lower. Let's check this pasta. Now, it's funny. Bow ties, you think because they're flat that they'll cook faster. The reality of it is because they're squeezed in the middle, they've got a little knot. Always takes that extra minute. Ooh, another piece of stem. I like stems. The trick to getting the stems soft and tasty is to, once it's nice and hot, put just a smidge of, just a little, I got more water here than I need, but just a smidge of water, and let's see here, put some pepper, and then you put a lid on it for a few minutes, and before they get totally cooked, so that you don't overcook the leaves, but you get those stems. So I'm going to turn this on high just for a minute. I'm going to put a little, probably 2 tablespoons of water. And now I'm going to let them steam for a minute. So, isn't that nice? And then it's going to be just such a nice, simple lunch for us. It's got pancetta for flavor and a little meat. The broccoli rabe, nice, beautiful, bright green greens. And of course, some pasta from Italy. Oh, I almost forgot put my garlic back in. Toss them back around in here. They had already flavored the oil, so the important part was already done. Oh yeah. And we're gonna let those just cook up and steam for a few minutes. So it's really nice. This is a simple dish. It's really good to do this same exact dish with Italian sausage and broccoli rabe. Sausage, broccoli rabe, and potatoes unto itself is wonderful. But we're gonna have a little pasta dish today because this evening we're just going to have, something simple like we do in the evening. That's good. Oh yeah, when I can stick a fork in it, it's good. Okay, and that's how you utilize your stems of your broccoli rabe. Now, the other thing, if you're in a hurry, get a little side pot, put it in water, just a little teeny bit of water, and blanch them a little bit. If you want to just throw the stems in there. And, excuse me. You can get a little pot of water, put the stems in, blanch them, and then throw them in the pot with everything else. So we are now, I'm going to turn the pasta off. I'm going to take this, look at this, from here, we're going to go right into here. Okay, really simple. And now we're just going to toss it all together. Spoons work better for this. Just be careful on your non-stick pan. If you're using a metal spoon, just scoop it and turn it over so you get the goodies on the bottom onto the top. Stay there. and just toss it around. Oh yeah. Such a beautiful color. The pink of the pancetta, the bright green of the broccoli rabe. Look at that. This is a nice organic extra virgin Spanish olive oil from Trader Joe's. And it's a pretty nice one. I'm gonna put a little bit on top here just to give it a little extra pungent flavor and of course a little extra moisture. I'm not adding any salt to this because between the salted pasta from the pasta water, the little bit of salt I put in the beginning, and did I put salt in the beginning? I don't know. I don't think I need it. But anyway, you really don't need it. The pancetta gives it some saltiness too. I will maybe put a little more pepper. Here we go. And look at how pretty this is. You know, this is just beautiful. Just stir this pepper in. Look at that. Isn't that nice? So this is one of those dishes. Now, let me tell you, you can do this same dish. You know, I urge you, get some pancetta, whether you get the little packs that you can get like at the grocery store, or you get a big chunk like this, or any deli that has pancetta in the case. Get some, and always keep a baggie of like say a cup measurement or approximately in the freezer. I got little freezer bags that I usually will keep in the freezer. That's what's gonna happen to this. And it is such a nice little addition. If you don't wanna do a lot of meat, you could have even used half of what I used today. A little bit goes a long way with pancetta, it gives it flavor. If you're trying to do less meat, then it gives you just enough flavor and gives you that satisfaction of the meatness. We're not anti-meat, so if you're doing keto, this is awesome. But honestly, I like doing everything in moderation. Some good Italian pasta that is made with non-GMO wheat from Italy, some good organic broccoli rabe, and some pancetta. Just enough to give it, so I've got a little bit of everything, and to me, that's a well-rounded dish. So I hope that you will try something like this and have a beautiful, meal with something that is quick and easy, because by the time the pasta was done cooking, this was ready. So basically this is a meal that you can fix in, let's count the chopping time, maybe 20 minutes at most. This is a true. The only thing I did ahead of time today was I washed the broccoli rabe. So what's that take? A minute? So anyway, I do urge you to try this if you have never tried it. If you have had it before, let this serve as a reminder that this is one of those dishes that sometimes you have dishes that even they're easy, you forget about them, in your rotation. So, add it to your 30 days of meals. My goal, hopefully that when I teach people how to cook, is for people to have a minimum of 30 days of meals, because then you rotate them throughout the year and you've got, boom, lots of different dishes, tweak it here, tweak it there, depending what season, change a vegetable out, change the kind of greens. You can do this with kale, you can do this with Swiss chard, you can do this with spinach. But try to get those leafy greens in because they're good for you and they're not expensive. And a little bit goes a long way. Anyway, I hope you guys have a wonderful day. I hope you have some nice simple pasta dishes in your head that you're thinking about making this week. Please make sure that you subscribe and that you like and you follow, and please comment. The comments get me so much traction on Facebook and on YouTube. So anyway, okay, on that note, please like, subscribe, share my stuff because you love me and I love you. I love you. I gotta get that song out of my head now. Good grief, it's gonna be there the rest of the day. Anyway, have a good day. Buon appetito, everybody. Mwah. Love you.